Hi guys, just a quick flip through of a journal I did for my mum. Just one that I did very early on. It was her birthday, and so I made it for her birthday present. And it's just a gutted book. It was blue and I painted it black. There's a bit of the blue still showing through, but yeah, I was still learning at that stage as to how to get things the way I wanted them to be. It's got quite a lot of Artymaze journaling kit cards in there, and some ephemera from Tsunamirose. And yeah, so the paper on the back has just been left plain, and I've just done some inking and put some blue in to match the journaling card. And the journaling card was shrunk down of one of her pages in the kit. And I did that quite by accident when I was first figuring out how to print these kits out, these digi-kits. They're wonderful. I love digi-kits because you don't need to waste a lot of paper. You don't need to buy a whole pack just to get a few beautiful pieces to put in your journal. And I love Artymaze. She's probably my favourite so far. And yeah, her style just goes with my style. It's a little bit vintage, but has some colour. Really love her stuff. So yeah, anyway, let's get into it. The journaling card I had printed out by accident, wrong size for what I wanted for the inside of the journal, so I ended up making it the cover. And it had a butterfly image there, which I cut out again out of another card. Layered it on top and put some glossy accents on it, and then just layered up her journaling word there, journal, with some lace. It's got some cheesecloth tea-dyed there. Then it's got a charm here. It's an old earring actually from my daughter, Inkie, and I dyed this ribbon to match. Just to tie the key on with, and then I ended up adding the charm later. And that was an old earring of my daughter's, and it's plastic, so she doesn't wear things like that anymore. And yeah, I just thought, oh well, make use of that, match the journal. And then there's the seam binding closure. And I've twisted that round and just knotted it, and it kind of fits doubled up, so it's made it thicker, but it's just twisted round, knotted, and then the twist stays like that. And the inside of the journal, this is one of her little tags, and I've just made that a pocket. And there's a stamp on the tag that Artymaze put there, not me. It was already there. And the year on it was 1951, and my mum's birthday is 29th June 1950. So I just changed it, and Mum thought it was quite cool because she thought that it had come like that in the kit. Until I told her. Anyway, and I put which I quite like to do, is put the first page into the journal. If I don't put it into the journal, I'll just put it in the tuck spot in here. It's got the when it was published and who it was by and things like that. It's a little bit cool. 1948, Dale Carnegie. How to Stop Worrying and Start Living. And I really like the book pages themselves because they've got quite really cool things about life in general, and it's still being published today, that book, and I'm sure a lot of you have heard of it. It's quite funny actually because I was helping my daughter with some packing. She's living overseas, and one of her bags that I was unpacking for her, it had a copy of this book, a modern publication, and here I was just about to do this video on this book that I just gutted of an old publication. There's many of these books, by the way, so I didn't feel that bad about gutting the book, even though it was in good condition. It was only a couple of dollars, and yeah, there's plenty of them around, so it's nothing rare or precious, if you know what I mean. And here, just put the a library card. With some lace sewn on there, it's a pocket. A lot of this is sort of Nik the Booksmith style, because that's who I did a lot of my initial learning off. Her YouTube channel is fantastic. I'll link it below. Yeah, so I'm just learning in this journal. This is an enamel dot that I have coloured with a Sharpie pen, so it kind of looks brass. Just a journaling card here with a little bit of ribbon sewn on there, and that is a Tsunamirose. It's just a fabric ruffle. Lots of tea dyed, well, all of the paper is tea dyed, maybe some coffee in there, but this isn't dark because it's coffee or anything, it's just that I overcooked it. But I like it like that, so I put it in. And here we've got a trim. I just used some already punched out, what do you call it, edging off one of those bound books. What do you call them? Your mind goes blank when you're videoing, I tell you. It's, yeah, you know what I mean, spiral bound book, and I was putting in the recycling, so I kept the covers and things. There's just some washi tape on the side there. This is a pocket. It's quite thin, this paper, so I probably wouldn't recommend making pockets like that. They really need to be doubled over. Journaling card, Tsunamirose, just a square of some of the book page tied on with this fibre wool stuff. And over here we've got a Artymaze pocket, and her pockets, they come with the little tabs, like I'm used to with mini albums, so it's quite good because you can fit quite a bit in the pocket when you do it like that. And I get these peacock feathers from my mum's friend. I think I might have mentioned it in the last video, but they just fall off their peacocks, and they're just all over their property, so no animals were harmed in the making of this journal. Anyway, I thought, of course, it went lovely with the tuck spot there, because it's a peacock in the imagery there. It's just beautiful, and when you print on a good quality cardstock, it feels really nice too. Just feels really good. Yeah, and I'll just sew around the edge there. Just gives it a little bit more dimension, and then some lace edge there. Stamping up lace. This is some yarn I got from the op shop. Old button sewn on there with some sari silk and some more of that same yarn to match. And then here I was just playing around with some decoupage of a napkin. I thought it was a bit bright, but ended up working, I think. So I just put that there. Pocket, Tsunamirose journaling card. Yeah, I didn't put a lot in it, as I said in the beginning, because I didn't know what my mum liked. And I just, thought, well, if I clip most of it in, she can take it out as she needs. So most of it is just tea-dyed papers. And this is like a tag, but it's a skinny tag, so it could be used like a bookmark if she wanted to. Again, from Artymaze. Loving it. Loving this kit. I will use it over and over and over, I'm sure. I'll put the links to both the kits in the description box below, as per usual. There's two kits I bought from Artymaze, so they could be either or, so have a look. And the Tsunamirose one was the Charming Fragments, which is amazing because you can use it in any journal. And here I was just experimenting, sandwiching in between the two tags in between, some sandwiching, some burlap in between two tags, and just made a little tag. Yeah, not sure what I think about that, but yeah, it was an experiment. 2 side tuck spots, pockets here. That was just out of the Artymaze journaling pages, I think. Just cut down. Here's a little tag card, just sewn around the edge, very plain inside. Didn't do anything else with that one. Just tucked it on the side there for some interest to the page, really. Some of the book page. What does this one say? How to banish the boredom that produces fatigue, worry and resentment. Such a good book. And here with this envelope, it's a journaling card and envelope of Artymaze, and pretty sure you can pop this in. I'm just gonna, yeah. Just make sure that it did it right. Yeah, you can put that in there and close it up if you like. Or what I did was just to make it more of a little bit of a display for my mum opening it, was just tucked it under there to make it look a little bit more. Yep, and there's some seam binding just tied onto a clip there. Again, this is just so to see if she liked it. And so yeah, lots of little bits and pieces. Lots of little bits and pieces, but not a lot, not too much. So lots of writing space. She has told me she will use it, and some tucks here. Again, wouldn't recommend doing it that way. It's very thin. Little charm here, little flower on a bulb pin, just tucked onto the lace there. Another Artymaze journaling card. That's just clipped on there, just plain inside. That there is just some images from the other side of the card when I was working out how to print these all out. And that just tucks on there. Lots of plain papers through the book, and it's quite fat too. If I was to add any more ephemera in here, I would have less pages, but if you take all of this ephemera out, it's just quite a good size book on its own. Here's another one of that peacock image, and that's a bookmark, and this is just some random yarn from the op shop, charity store, maybe you call them where you live. We call them op shops in New Zealand. And yeah, I just love looking in the yarn bin, wool bin, and getting some random textures on, what do you call it? Yeah, texture through the book. More just little tags here on these little tuck spots, but yeah, again, pretty thin. Another leaf charm, and this one here is a one of those book page envelopes. I got that off YouTube too, and I will try and find her video. She did these envelopes that were basically what do you call it? God, get tongue-tied. They were book pages glued together and then folded up and sewn, and that's basically it. But I will try and find a video. I watched that such a long time ago now. I hope I find it for you, but if I don't, yeah. I hate that. I hate not being able to remember where I got the idea from. Sorry, guys. Yeah. So, and that is Tsunamirose. Oh, should do that later, shouldn't I? Anyway, that's Tsunamirose. It's on there. Some leftover fibres of, and I've just, when I've torn up fabric and stuff, I always end up with so many fibres on the floor, and a lot of them can be reused. You don't need to buy little fibre thingies. You can just use up your leftovers. Pretty cool. Lots of paper, book pages, and yeah, experimenting with these tuck spots. I've doubled that one over, but still, I could add something here. It would make it look better. Some very dark, almost burnt paper, but I've tried to lighten it up over here. I just thought it looks cool anyway, to have different colours throughout. And this is one of those cards, just plain on the inside. But I've just matched some ribbon to this colour in the flower. And that is some Stampin' Up copper trim, and I love the stuff. It's a flexible copper trim. You can use it as a ribbon. Oh, it's just so lovely. I've been using it sparingly, and I must get some more, and then I will use it more. That's the secret for using up your stuff. Just have lots of stuff, and then you want to use it. And then more paper. Lots of plain. It's a little rose charm. She loves roses, so I thought I'd add that in for her. I haven't got very many charms just yet. I bought a random lot on Facebook, a Facebook destash, what do you call it? Facebook destash group, and this girl was selling a bunch of charms that was obviously her leftovers, and a few really cool pieces in there, but some random stuff as well, like axes and handcuffs and witch brooms and things like that. So, but I'm sure I will use it all. I have used the handcuffs, if you saw my husband's journal, because he was a policeman. Anyway, moving on. Here's the journaling card again, another one of the floral cards from Artymaze. I just put some Wink of Stella in there and sewed on some matching ribbon. Just lots more journaling pages until we get to one of the last pages, which is a pocket. It's a pocket, but it's also a flip. So it's a tuck spot with the journaling card there. That'll be Tsunamirose. And I think this is Tsunamirose too. And just some of that yarn. The tag comes out, so it was a coin envelope, and I made it a flip there. So I don't know if you can see that. It's got some beautiful floral paper on the back. Lovely image. And that goes in there, behind, and clipped. And then I put a wee pocket on the back, Artymaze again, and then I was just experimenting with this book actually. It's not vintage, so it had a little bit of a sheen to the paper, but not too much. So I tea-dyed that and baked that in the oven, and it's turned out really good. And I just thought it made it look a little bit interesting. And it says basic gardening techniques and notes. So there's some notes on the back. It says New Zealand Herb Calendar Notes. So I thought, well, that could be some extra journaling that she could do if she would like to, and thought it looked quite nice tucked in there. And that is a piece of fabric, some upholstery fabric that I have glued into the book, into the inside of the book before sewing in the signatures. Learnt that off Nik the Booksmith, of course. And that is it. So yeah, hope you liked it, and hope I share some of my current journals soon. Hopefully I get better at not babbling on and not saying and things like that, and yeah, hope you liked it, guys. Bye.